suppose some cheers are in order. This is a very special transmission, because what I'm going to do is, because of the way things have turned out, and those of you who know me, this is my portrait of the 45th President of the United States, one Donald J. Trump, who's no longer president. So, a toast to that. Well done, America. Beautiful. But he's not likely to come back now. So this artwork, which is the placard, I turned the piece into two placards. One lives in the Bishopsgate Institute as an example of British process. This one, I'm now selling via the release of this film. He inspired me to do two things. One was create this, and he had his own verse in my song SNOLLYGOSTER. So what I was going to do for you, using the legendary lentils of death metal, is perform SNOLLYGOSTER. Cheers. Okay, here we go, part 2. So, as those of you who've seen and been in a room with me where I've been dropping music and singing some of my songs, you may have remembered a few things. The stories I tell. Like, one of my best bits of recycling is this empty peanut and butter jar, plastic Sainsbury's peanut and butter jar. I turned it into what I call the lentils of death metal. Yes, the lentils of death metal. You wouldn't think you could write metal on a piece of recycling, could you? But if you drink enough whiskey, you get some strange ideas. And that's how the lentils of death metal were born. And on them, I wrote a ballad about a word that I learned called SNOLLYGOSTER. Now for me, as a man recovering from an aneurysm I had in 2000 or 2011, because that's almost 10 years ago, I reached a point where I didn't actually think that I'd ever be doing the things that I'm doing now. And it's incredible because I'm doing that with the conditions I have now, which are epilepsy and type 2 diabetes, as well as a few issues around sort of my memory. But music has been one of the large parts of my journey through healing, because I've made music most of my life. I worked within music. Music is something I have a passion for. It unites me with the rest of humanity. It is a beautiful thing, and of all the things I miss out of anything, it's music. So anyway, getting back to SNOLLYGOSTER, I wrote a song about the politics over here and the politics over there. And Donald Trump features in the middle verse. So for your delectability now, because I'm putting this up for auction to the highest bidder, whoever wants it, and all the money goes to charity. I don't want any of the money, I want all the money to go to charity. As you can see, I'm wearing my Arsenal hat, which is red, and I used to work as a roadie. I worked with the music, and I would like to release this piece to raise some money for that charity, because we were red, because we put on events that right now everyone's feeling it because they really want to go to a party or a gig and they can't. As someone who's worked in that economy for years, who that economy itself has given so much passion and belief and hope to, I'm selling this. This is the placard that I walked through London with my portrait of Donald Trump on it. I found something what to do with that particular art project. Originally it was to steal a billboard and stick my largest turd on a billboard. Unfortunately, because of the way things worked out, we slipped and stepped sideways, and as I said, there's 2 of these placards. One of them lives in the Bishopsgate Institute as an example of protest. This is the second one for the second time he came over. But anyway, getting back to the song, there's this little song I wrote which I've rewrote especially to say goodbye to Donald. Snollygoster, 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 snollygoster. Oh, you snollygoster, you self-serving Republican prick. Sooner you're out of power, we'll feel better, you make us sick. We have sussed you out, and now it's time to go. Cause you're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go. You're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go. And as for our own shit shower over here with the current situation in the middle of a pandemic, where they're thinking of getting a fucking pay rise while not sorting out those who work for the national health. An utter disgrace. I'll tell you what, you know what I've got to say? Snollygoster, 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 snollygoster. Oh, you pussy snollygoster, you self-serving Tory prick. Sooner you're out of power, we'll feel better, you make us sick. We have sussed you out, and now it's time to go. Cause you're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go. You're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go. And I want to get back to the man in chief, Donald J. Trump, the man who I refer to as Scrotus. Concede, you lost. Snollygoster, 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 snollygoster. Oh, you pretty snollygoster, you self-serving Republican prick. Sooner you're out of power, we'll feel better, you make us sick. We have sussed you out, and now it's time to go. Cause you're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go. You're a pretty snollygoster, and it's time for you to go.